Do I just want like more wind turbines? How do I want to power the underground capsules for this, do you think?
Let's see. Honestly, I would actually take the medium generator with you. At this point, I don't think we need it as much. The other thing... Oh, but we need copper for extenders. Shoot. Because, yeah, one other really easy thing that we could kind of do is, daisy chain extenders down, but it's probably not worth it. I mean, otherwise, we could fill up a bunch of batteries. Currently, no.
Okay. It's just kind of there. Well, sounds good. This is definitely going on the front of the vehicle, then. Perfect. Nothing like a medium generator just sitting off the front of your vehicle. Sleek performance.
You should probably grab some charcoal if you don't have any.
Yeah. Okay, will it... I suppose I can just pop one on the front and then turn the generator off, can't I? Do we have charcoal?
Yeah. Yeah, here's some.
Graphite.
Sorry, it's carbon. It's just called carbon. There's 2 over here.
We get carbon out of graphite, right?
Nope, graphite is purely for the repackers.
Oh. Gosh.
So they're not actually that helpful.
Why are carbon and graphite different things?
I don't know that one.
Ooh. But do I want 3 trailers? I feel like the more trailer I have, the better things are, right?
Okay. Now I'm going to get everything kind of tall.
Just one more. Oh, I need resin for that, don't I?
It's actually just too tall. Cut it off at the knees.
I think I mostly just am used by... I'm mostly just amused by having a really long tractor, even though this is like totally unnecessary.
And possibly inconvenient.
Did you?
Yeah, I disconnected it. I'm sorry. Let's see. Let me.
I mean, I was gonna reconnect it. Well, how do you rotate stuff like that?
C and V.
Ah, very good. Tall platform.
Yeah. So
that's what we want to put like solar and wind on it, right?
Yeah. Somebody was saying that those perform better if they're up high. So
yeah.
I'm just making a giant wind farm up high.
Sounds reasonable.
Considering we've got a whole bunch of quartz sitting around underground, it seemed like a good idea.
Sure.
Dang it. Stop moving. There we go. Aha.
Well, this is just at this point unnecessary, but I will do it. Okay, how do we get carbon again? Did that come from organic?
Yeah. You just chuck carbon into this thing. So you could either go gather a bunch of organic, or you could go dig a hole. Also, we've got a bunch of organic sitting around here now that I'm thinking about it. So
yeah, I was gonna start with that. I don't think I need all this, but I just wanted to confirm my recollection mostly, I suppose. I don't need to carry this compound down here, though, do I?
What do we need for a canister? Well, canister is resin.
What is medium generator? Do we have that?
I don't know if we actually ever bothered to research it. I think we just got that one for free, and I brought it along because it was useful.
Sure, makes sense. Ooh, but you said I should make myself a drill.
Okay.
Drill mod 1. Drill mod 2. Tungsten carbide. That sounds like something we don't have. Do we have ceramic?
Yeah, ceramic is actually something you can convert soil into.
Oh, okay.
Which is quite nice. Because it's not rare, but it's definitely, like, of the common resources, I think it's the hardest one to find by far.
Okay. So, do I just need a...
Let's see. So just make sure you have a full canister. And, just plunk it onto the thing.
Okay. So you said ceramic, but actually it's clay, right? That's what we need first?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
The base resource and then the end result are indistinguishable for me.
You mean out of habit?
Yeah, kinda. It's like, well, I don't actually need clay. There's no use for it apart from to make ceramic. So it's just pre-ceramic, which I know is horribly reductive.
Well, I think it's good once you have familiarity with the game. But if you don't have familiarity, your first thought is, this isn't the same thing.
Yeah, this is very true. Hey, I don't actually have to hold batteries anymore. I can just have more soil canisters. Then eventually I will make a giant mining beast that is just mobile. Apparently, a long time ago, they put out an update for this that makes it so we could actually just have our whole base mobile. I haven't looked into what that would require, nor how feasible that even is, but I think for one of these planets, we should just have a giant car and refuse to actually have, like, a solid base. Just go Mad Max on it for a little while.
Because we can put, like, the medium platforms on the tractors and the trailers. Is there a larger thing we can put the larger platforms on, then?
Yeah, I think.
I guess the other thing is you can't fly with them, can you? I mean, like, you can make the whole thing mobile, but, like... I mean, like, going between planets seems like kind of the more important thing, right?
Yeah. I kind of wish you could Stargate it, though. That'd be rad.
I mean, because if you were able to just... Make me some clay. If you were able to... like, fly up and just, like, a lot of things unpacked from the space station when you came down, yeah, that would certainly be valuable. But I can't imagine, like, having a giant mobile one. It just seems like you don't care enough about the planet to need to, like, move too much on it.
Yeah, that's kind of a shame. The actual exploration is kind of pointless. You just have, like, immediate area, dodecahedrons, and then just go down. It would be nice if there were more, like, unique structures on the surface that you could check out.
Oh, yeah, right. Like, if the exploration you really wanted to do... Oh, I see you're just also on the clay thing.
Well, I just moved them over.
Oh, I see. So I did that first, but you were just moving them. Okay.
Yep.
For when I thought I was just doing stuff for... Alright, ceramic. Can I make that drill mod yet? Drill mod.
Ow. By the way, next time you go down the ramp into the world, jump towards the end. You fly for probably an uncomfortable amount of time, but it's cool.
Jump towards the end. Do you die as a result of this?
No. I mean, it hurts. Your character's like, ow, but that's about it.
As it goes, what I was about to do was take this trailer down there.
Oh boy.
All right. is time.
Also,
The important thing is
dang,
I don't know that you take fall damage in this thing.
you do not take fall damage while you're in a vehicle, to my knowledge.
Yeah. So
And I have tested that extensively. The caveat is, I tested that extensively a year ago.
I'm getting some serious air on this thing, and by that I mean I definitely fell off the ramp near the end. Oh, I love it. When it's flipped over, you can just flip the whole thing back with like one button. It just like it kind of like just the centipede just like hops over.
So you are just Master Chief.
Didn't you have to get out of the vehicle for that? I don't even need to get out of the vehicle.
So you're better than Master Chief.
Yeah, I think so.
Have I ever told you about my like weird obsession with who would win competitions?
No, you haven't.
So
What's compelling about them?
it's nerd fights like that are always kind of fun. Mainly just because I think there's a lot of like nuance there that can get real silly, if you're willing to quibble.
Sure. Yes.
And
True.
so, oh shoot, what was it? Just reading about like different characters and like how busted broken they can be. It gets really fun from time to time. So like reading about how Kirby and Sonic the Hedgehog are two of the most powerful like individuals as far as like video games are concerned. Because like Sonic, I think also Knuckles can both go like light speed seemingly with minimal issues. But I think Kirby is just actually worse than that baseline. I just like reading about, like, I guess the characters' like, powers and how, oh shoot, what was it? I think I got into this because I read a long time ago about how, like, Squirrel Girl beat Thanos, and therefore she could beat, like, X other character because of this and that, even though it's, like, completely wrong. It's just amusing.
You can tell that it's wrong.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like 100%, like, there's no way Squirrel Girl could, say, go toe-to-toe with Silver Surfer. And yet, if she beat Thanos, maybe she's got a chance. And it's like, no, that doesn't actually track.
What was the reason that she could beat Thanos, though? I mean, like...
I think she just, like, buried him in squirrels. And he, like, couldn't deal with it.
So just like
it just
in
became
Yu-Gi-Oh!
canon.
Season 1 with Yugi versus Kaiba, where he just used that multiply thing on his Karibo, and it did nothing like what the card's text actually is, and instead just created an infinite number of Karibos.
Yeah,
like
pretty
that.
much.
Okay.
Like, I like that weird what if of, like, yeah, what if it was this broken? What if this character could actually do this, like, singular thing that they absolutely have no business being able to do? Okay. That should give us crazy power forever.
I'm having an issue that I found one of these exodynamics research aids, those maintain desired power input to unlock.
Yeah.
And I've got, like, a generator. And I turn it on, and I don't see any power going from it. Is that just because it isn't enough? These things, you don't have to... You just, like, it's a mount, right? Or...
I think... Here, I'll come down in a second. I'm just making the tall. Oh, I should probably actually daisy chain these towards the, towards that thing. Okay. Is my inventory clear enough? It is. Alternatively. Here. There we go.
Yeah, I'll leave it here. There's carbon and stuff on it.
I'll be done in a second. Alright, coming. I just wanted to leave, empty my inventory out so I could grab some more, lithium.
Oh, yeah. We still have a ton of zinc, though, right?
Still haven't found zinc, no. Oh. Okay. This is going to be kind of silly. You plugged it in backwards.
Oh, there's like an ordering of it?
Yeah, there's like a very distinct set of lines. Oh no. You want to drive this? Wait, do I have anything? No, I don't have anything that would fit.
Do I need? So which thing do I need to plug into the front? Do I need to plug the front in or something?
Whoop, whoop, whoop. No. So you actually have to plug your vehicle into it as opposed to the reverse.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Interesting. Okay.
Let me see if I think
I just need
that's
to back
the
up
case.
the vehicle a little bit, right?
Yeah. Here, give me a moment. There we go. Got it. You're good. I just put down one of the wind generators. It doesn't seem like it's outputting enough power.
No, that's because there's no carbon on one of them. Let me just put a carbon on the generator and turn it on.
Let's see if that's enough. Yep, that was immediately enough. Turn the generator off. I'll carry this back upstairs.
Okay. Man.
There you go. So yeah, just use a whoops.
Cool.
Just use one of your wind generators, and you can effectively just daisy chain to whatever your location. And it should be easy enough that you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. I think it was just the like specific situation of it being kind of uneven, and I didn't bother to try and make it even. So, I know there's another one of these in here, so I'll go do that one next.
But so the extension of the Who Would Win competitions is very much... I enjoy coming up with fictional characters and then trying to determine either who is... like, who could beat them, or, like, what is the strongest... What is the weakest person that could beat them? So, like, you know, Superman. It's weak to magic, so possibly Harry Potter could beat him if Superman didn't see him coming.
Is he weak to magic?
Yeah, he is super weak to magic. That's, like, one of his main known weaknesses, I guess.
So, I mean, kryptonite is really... I feel like you should be mentioning that, but, like...
Yeah, but kryptonite is, like, super special. That's the MacGuffin. It, like... You can mention it, but it's...
But then he's, like, aside from that, he's also weak to magic.
Yeah. That, like, I guess kryptonite would be his specific Achilles heel. But, you know, beyond that, he I mean, normally he's invulnerable and super fast and super strong and whatever. And then just, like, street grade wizard can just wreck him if he doesn't see it coming. And I find that kind of compelling.
What specifically? Like, is that something that they established in the DC universe?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's kind of one of those where it's like, it's almost never actually used well. Like, almost every street grade wizard just doesn't bother him anyway.
Yeah.
But I know in the cartoons, gosh, back when we were kids, I remember watching it, and there were definitely a number of, like, specifically, like, very heavy magic characters that would just kind of come along and mess with Superman because they could, and they knew they could get away with it. And he could pretty much do nothing to them.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all.
We didn't watch nearly as much of Superman and Batman as, like, I thought I did. Like, I went back and actually started watching the Superman series and being like, yeah, I don't remember any of this. I do remember a heck of a lot of Batman Beyond, though.
Yeah, I don't think I ever thought I watched much of either of those. What did I think I watched a lot of that I actually did or did not?
We watched a lot of Simpsons. I remember that, or at least I did.
But there's so many of those that you can never go back to The Simpsons and be like, ah, yes.
Well, it's weird. I was actually looking through, like, the Simpsons wiki. I don't even remember why. Just to, like, see, yeah, what happened after I stopped watching, because there is kind of a continuity between Simpsons.
Yeah.
It's not much, but...
One of my coworkers was mentioning that, like, Ned got married or stuff like that.
Yeah, he got remarried to Mrs. Krabappel, the elementary school teacher.
Oh, is that who it was?
Yeah, and they stayed married for, like, a couple of seasons before the voice actor for Kravatl died, and so they killed her off in universe as well.
Huh. I found some of that sweet lithium. Did you say we needed more of that still?
Pretty much, kind of. We will.
Okay, but we still don't know where we get zinc from, right?
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to go elsewhere to source zinc. Luckily, we don't need it as much. According to my audience.
Small. Oh yeah.
According to my audience, it's actually considerably. What is going on with you? Why are you not doing anything? You have power, right? Yeah. What? Oh, right, because lithium does not need to be smelted. Duh.
It's already in a pretty pure form.
Yes. So the answer is we will always need an egregious amount of batteries, and so what I've done is created a platform filled with batteries, and that is like 2 to 3 times as like efficient as one of the big batteries.
Oh, okay.
For the same amount of space. So effectively, it's real expensive, but we have the resources for it, so that's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But so if we just have a silly amount of batteries instead, kind of like with your current setup with the generator, you could actually just have a bunch of batteries, I think, on the back of one of those, and it should be enough.
Yeah. Well, you'll be glad to know I found more generators, so...
Hey!
I also found... I was really disappointed by this. It doesn't appear I can put large things on a medium platform on my tractor. Is that true?
Yeah, I think you need one of the bigger ones.
So I was hoping it would let me double the number of things I could put down, but it appears it does not. It's fine, I'll just like litter this area with tractors, medium platforms. Actually, my haul is like close to done, isn't it, at this point? Ooh, but there are these research things that are pretty rewarding, aren't they? So really I should just keep going and just go find as many of those as I can.
I think the one TV show that I do remember watching a lot of was Static Shock.
Yeah, it's funny because I think back to like what that show was, and I feel like I didn't fully appreciate that it had some like kind of cool stuff that it was doing.
Static Shock and Batman Beyond, like I rewatched both of them fully in college, and like those two are masterpieces as far as like superhero media.
What specifically would you kind of pin towards it and say like this was really good?
I think they actually touched on a decent amount of like progressive topics. Not before their time. I think it was very much like, had been broached many times before. But it just felt, in retrospect, it's like, oh yeah, this is actually like a really good way to talk about a lot of these things without actually coming off as heavy-handed. Let's see, what else is there? I think it was also just... I don't like a lot of superhero media because it's very repetitive and quite boring. Like, how many times has Spider-Man been rebooted at this point?
Yes. Whereas Static Shock was like kind of a genuinely new character that did actually work his way into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Is that
DC.
the kind of thing you're thinking? Oh, he's DC.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
right,
because
he's part of the Justice League.
Yep.
Wow, that's something DC did right.
Yeah. DC always did the animated shows better.
Yeah, I guess ultimately, yeah, because Batman was also DC.
Yeah, Batman,
we need
the super...
salvage, by the way. Is that a thing we care about?
We could. You know what? I have zero idea if it's actually that good, because I don't bother with it much. But it might actually be really useful for us right now. I think you can use salvage to get zinc, maybe? I don't know.
Well, I'm putting a light... I'm putting a light on my rover because it was kind of dark. And because I found it.
Let's see. People are bringing up the new Spider-Verse stuff. Yes.
That was good.
Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
That's
not... It's cartoon, but it's not like a cartoon show. It's like a pretty high production value movie that they produced. Like,
yeah. Let's see. And that is absolutely, I think, currently my favorite movie of all time. Just how well it was made.
It was
also,
pretty excellent.
It also absolutely just appeals to the, like, my art sensibilities of, like, holy crap, that movie is just above and beyond anything else I've seen thus far.
Yeah. And I guess, like, Disney still owns the rights, but it's not the same people as, like, the rest of the Marvel
Into the Spider-Verse
stuff,
actually is, Into the Spider-Verse is Sony.
What?
Yeah.
Really? But I thought they own Spider-Man now.
Sort of. So, back in the early 2000s, late 90s, Marvel was out of money. Like, they were dead broke. And so they didn't want to, like, shut down. So what they did is they just kind of wholesale sold the rights to make movie and media from Marvel products to other companies. So that's how you got, like, the really bad Daredevil movie. And like, the bad Hulk. And a couple other things.
Yeah.
And
right, I remember stuff like that, but, like...
There we go.
I guess Into the Spider-Verse, though, is, like... Has it just been that long in the making? Like, it's a much more recent film.
Yeah, but Sony just owns it. Shoot.
But, like, I thought it came after Marvel acquired the rights to Spider-Man.
You mean Disney. Disney bought Marvel, but that doesn't supersede the contracts. Meaning that,
But they'd already bought the rights to make Into the Spider-Verse then?
Well, so, yeah, Sony had bought the rights to Spider-Man. In fact, they still own the rights to Spider-Man in video games and movies.
Just not the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
They just lent Spider-Man to Disney for those movies. And there was actually a period of time after... what was it? Oh, do we need to go to... I don't know if we have to go to the center of the planet or if we have to go to the space station. I forgot about this. We can't actually warp to the other planet yet. Okay, Sony also owns it for TV. So yeah, so Sony just owns the rights, and they just graciously said, "Hey, MCU's doing well. Yeah, you can use Spider-Man, but we hold the rights to, like, merchandise and, like, a bunch of other stuff." And Disney was like, "Yeah, cool." And then after the success of Avengers Endgame and Spider-Man Far From Home, I think it was, Disney was like, "Hey, we want a bigger cut." And Sony was like, "No, you can't have Spider-Man anymore." And this was, like, a big thing last year. But I think nothing came of it, and, like, Disney backed down in the end. Let's see. Okay, Sony just gets 50% of the profits for the mainline Spider-Man movies. Dang.
Okay. It is interesting.
Okay. Well, what do I need for a drill? Because I think it's time that I go adventuring.
Yeah, I've ran out of space on my on my truck, and I'm just throwing away a medium generator at this point. So I should come back for it, though.
Okay. I don't think we're going to be able to make a drill. I don't know how to make tungsten carbide. I don't think we get tungsten on this planet. Yeah, we get titanium. Haven't found that yet.
It's probably deeper, right?
Probably. Let's see.
Well, I definitely didn't come that way. Let's see.
Okay, so we need tungsten carbon in the chem lab. Yeah, so we're gonna have to go get that. Where do we get tungsten from? Wolframite. DeSolo and Calidor. Okay. If we get the trade platform, we might be able to bypass this. What do I need? What do we need for the trade platform? Iron tungsten compound. Well, never mind on that one. Let's see, Wonder's looking at the wrong drill. And so, guys, I want the truck drill. I already have the regular human drill. I want to attach a drill to a tractor and go straight down. What does Vesiana need?
I really hope I'm going the correct direction to get back. Although I may die, this trailer has to make it back up.
Let's see. Also, for people in chat, I need lithium, right? To activate the teleporter in the center of the world? Hope so. Because, yeah, at this point, we got what we needed, and we should probably get off planet.
Okay. Do we have to activate the center of every world we want to leave? Is that how that works?
Not necessarily, but it's very much worth it, because that's the easiest way to get back. Otherwise, you could specifically fly back whenever you wanted to. But that's a pain in the butt.
Oh, so we have to, like, that's how we get to be able to teleport in the teleportation network?
Yeah, so we're going to have to, next time we go, we're going to have to make a pit stop. Let's see. We're going to have to make a pit stop at a teleporter thing.
Okay.
And then we'll be good to go. Let's see. Trying to remember if there's anything else that we should be working on. I don't remember the process as well as I should. Okay, what do we need for hydrazine? Also need tungsten and steel.
Does this cavern just extend, like, the entire way around the world or something?
Very possibly, yes.
Gosh. I was not equipped for this. Okay, what do you do when you need to, like, find where you came from then?
Usually I use tethers to get back, but obviously that's a no-go. So, next recommendation, build a ramp back up to the surface, and do it from there. We've already got a teleporter, so if you could, if you wanted to, you could actually get a.
What if I just dug to the center?
You could.
But I guess I would still need to get out, right?
Sort of. You could use packagers to get all your stuff out.
Yeah. Gosh. I think this game has been one thing after another of me not thinking things through very carefully before doing them. Which is...
It does kind of punish you for those.
It is kind of usually okay. Ooh, I see some tethers. That must be the way out. Thank goodness one of us is doing this.